So, the question for today is what?
The question is, how
Hmm.
does a silent mind
Hmm.
help you find yourself,
Hmm. Yeah,
the true self?
right. See, what is the origin of the mind? What is the origin of mind?
The ego,
No, how does
the ego
Hmm.
and the mind work together
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
to separate ourselves from everything else,
Right. Okay,
give us our sense of self-identity.
yeah, very good. Yeah, okay, let's read right here the 20. Sri Guru Ramnaya Namaha. Yeah, okay.
The mind is nothing,
Very good. Slowly. The mind is
nothing,
hmm,
but it is the stream of thoughts that passes over consciousness.
ha.
Of all these thoughts,
Yeah,
the first one is the thought,
yeah.
I am this body.
Body. Okay. Okay. Now we go slow.
This is a false thought.
Yeah. So you see, like the screen. The screen does not know the channel 3, channel 5, channel 4. It doesn't know. It passes through. Passes through. Like the sky and the clouds. The sky, the fundamental stratum, the screen, but other thing passes by. So what it says, mind is nothing but the stream of thoughts. Slowly, very slowly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Say it again. The mind is nothing but the stream of thoughts that pass over our consciousness.
So, like pass over the consciousness means like passing by, like you had thoughts yesterday. Where are those thoughts? It's passing by. Passing by means it renews. It renews. One desire gets fulfilled, another 5 are born. It's a renewal system, what you call self-perpetuation. Self-perpetuation means perpetuation is that, it's very similar to you take out the one napkin, the other comes. So it's like continuous. They cut the one branch, another is born. Although the mind is born out of the consciousness, born out of the consciousness. When the body is born as a lump, when body is born, so it get constricted. Then it starts seeing the infinite consciousness starts saying, "Who am I? Who am I?" And then the parents give it a name, gave it a name, and then it says, gave it a name, say, for example, Lenny. Where are you, Lenny? I'm here. So you start putting layer and layer and layer and start thinking, I am the body. I am the body, and the body name is Lenny. Okay. So over and over, repeating and repeat how many times? 100,000, million times. And then, knowing or unknowingly, you start assuming. Why assuming? Because even other friends, neighbors, they say, you are this. Of course, the body is the vehicle. Body is more like what? Like clothing you are wearing. But somehow we get more glued to the form than what were you before the form. The formlessness, infinite consciousness, and that get confined to the body. It's not unreal, it's real, but it's a reflected reality, very similar like a dream. The dream is also real, but the dream is real maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But when you wake up, you say, I was dreaming the dream. Who witnessed that? Your consciousness. So the consciousness is such a mystery, such a great mystery, that doing everything, happening everything is happening, and yet it is not attached. Like very similar to the TV screen. You have seen 100 movies, 200 movies, 300 movies. You have seen 300 movies, but the TV screen does not know that it has seen 300 movies. It has seen many movies, but it does not know because it does not need it to know. Like your car does not know where did it go to Berlin today or it went there. You see? So the mind is itself a, you can say, a relative reality, a reflection. So the dreamt the dream you dreamt today now is not there when you wake up. So the ego is like very similar like the ghost. The water actually shows very clearly. Water, you write on a water. Take a water, you write on water. You write it and it takes the form. You put in the cup, it become the cup. You put in the plate, you put in the, it become the plate. So mind, you can understand, like the is moving without moving, like the waves. Waves are always. But if you observe the ocean, and then there is a deep silence, when there are no waves, then what is the quality? The You can come here.
Okay.
The quality, because that way you are part of the quality. Yeah. The quality of the, you can see, through the what is under the water. But when it is waves, waves are, you cannot see. So can we live beyond the mind as the real self? Yes. Those are the moments when their mind is blown away. But that is very, very momentary. That is, you go into a beautiful scenery, say unimaginable. Unimaginable means the mind cannot grasp. You say, wow, right? That is beyond the words, because mind can only know what is programmed into it. It does not know anything. What is the comes from? Not from the mind, it comes from the heart. Mind is blown away. It cannot grasp it. And that is the moment of the living. Beyond knowing, the sound sleep is not because of the knowing. When the knowing is gone, and a bigger, vast, infinite, that the heart consciousness. Beyond the knowing and unknowing, that the real living is when the mind is blown away. You see? And if you calculate those moments, those precious moments, that will pile up maybe 12 hours out of 80 years of living. So we are preparing to live. We are so stupefied. We have become machine and tools of whom? Of our own created head. Head gives headache. It does provide food, clothes, shelter, but that is the lowest level of living. That is the lowest level of workaholic. So the society, so-called workaholic, is wrong. It teaches you, I'm very busy, I'm too busy. All that glorified moments, but those are actually a disease. Work, overwork, and thinking is thinking. So, what is life? If you are born as a royal family, you sip the tea, and you enjoy the rose garden. but that is also burdened with the thoughts. With the thoughts means is the stream of thought. So we create what is the most important thing in life. To find out what is the most important thing, and most important thing is not even a thing. Because the dogs and birds, they live linear living. The duality living is a sickness. Duality means we have become victim, good, bad, right, wrong, and always calculating. Rich, poor, good, bad, right, wrong, good, bad, right, wrong. Uh, always victim of fear. Out of fear, we created the God. Our own hypnosis, our own created loop after loop after loop. And then thousands of people look for enlightenment, look for the silence of the mind. But nobody wake them up. The silence you cannot achieve. God you cannot find. This is wrong, wrong, dead wrong. Because God is not a thing to find. You are just kidding yourself. Silence already is in the isness. There is nothing but the silence. Only we are the fool. We have invented lot of words and languages and befooling each other. Expert into that. And dividing each other, creating more noise, more stress, more war. At least the animals and dogs, they don't befool each other. They can bark, but their barking is more real and more original. You see? So the question was about the silence of the mind. Why do you want the silence? See? Why? See, without wanting or not wanting, without wanting or not wanting, see, in the sound, in the like, in the sound sleep happens. The sound sleep happens. See, the mind notice, like now, you see, you just see that action, reaction, some people can react and some, this music will go on. So mind is already fake, made up of the fake, you know. Now somebody knows actually, probably. But that's their karma, it's all okay. So space and the silence is the ultimate, is the original. Original means not mind made. It's beyond the mind, you know. So life has both organized and unorganized. How one can put this to the silence, you know? Oh, one breath. That's it?
That easy.
Okay. See, so how one this put silence too. This one,
More difficult.
You answer it and then you hang up on them.
yeah. So the beautiful explanation. Okay, let me answer. Oh, that way. Yeah. Okay. See, so see, like uh, everything is working, every button, but if the cord is connected, that is the most important thing because there is no current. People can survive with one finger off, two finger off, three finger off, or all those things. Those are the branches. But what is the really real? And that's where it comes, the self. So we were talking the most important thing in life is to find out what is the most important thing. And the most important thing we will discover there is not even a thing. It's, it appear as things coming from nothingness. All the things, 10,000 things, are being born from nothingness. And that's the beauty of the wisdom of the Tao Te Ching, that the silence cannot be spoken with the words, with the techniques, with the methods, because methods involve time and techniques. And we are so programmed that we make it a thing. What is the prime illusion? Prime illusion, as we talked, that I am the body, contracted energy. I am. And then I start seeing everything as thing. The love is not a thing you can capture, you can control, because capture control is illusion. What Tao Te Ching says, the truth cannot be explained, cannot be spoken. The same in India, one word, neti neti, that it cannot be described, neither this nor that. One without the two. One without the two means if you explain and make it a thing, then you want to achieve. That's the prime illusion. Prime illusion means, oh, how do I find God? God you cannot find. You cannot find because it's not a thing. Love you cannot find because you are it. Tattvamasi. Silence you are. And the very proof of that when you are not as a name and form or as a ego and mind, then you all the charge of the battery you gain that in the sound sleep. So the journey toward the reality is the mini death, death to the ego, death to the false, to the fake, to the disillusionment of me, and being born as the real you. So of course rebirth happen. One birth happen as a body, and then the other real birth happen, dissolution of that the body identification, or dissolution of the fake body of the name and form. Name and form is only the appearance. Does it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see?
Mhm.
We get programmed into a fake reality. What is the fake reality? Time bound thought. Thought is good as a servant, bad as a master. That's how it happens. Everywhere the mind take over, the weed take over. You leave your house to some friend or to some servant. You say you are going to travel to here for a trip. You come back, and then they say this house is mine. This happened with you.
Not myself.
Yeah, literally, it happened because the guy saw that incoming business big, location big, and they say it is mine. Mine and thine is both illusory. He cheated you, but he does not know that his karma will someone else will cheat, because this is a moving thought is a movie. Movie means one thought, one desire is look like real and fulfilled, then another is born. It's self-perpetual mechanism, self-perpetual. Like one leaf it comes and then it falls, another leaf is born. It's self-perpetual. But what there is the really real which does not go under changes is they call it emptiness or nothingness. And then as a witness, that's what in the law system they say, you have a witness? Not the either the what evidence. Evidence means material thing. And then, but more important than evidence is the witness.
Yeah.
And then there are people who give fake witness.
Mhm.
So actually, the very proof is that the relative is restful into the real rest it get when you are established in the truth. Because a fake witness get the karma. Karma means that suppose you gave a fake witness, you come and you win the case, but on that night both the fake winner will not sleep well. Because in the dream it will shake them and their consciousness, the body mind get disturbed, and that's what the scientists they are finding that majority of the disease are being born psychosomatic, because when you how the karma work it work in the because you're restless, you're nervous.
Mhm.
You're restless, you're nervous. So those people who are doing cheating, lying, they are actually doing to themselves. Why? Because you all are one in the breathing, in the consciousness. You cannot be separate. You cannot be separate. See, separate looks like these. These are on this side look many. In this side there is cannot be. So on the thinking level, on the ego level, we are separate. But can you have your own tank of breathing? No, you are breathing the same prana, the same chi. You cannot be. You can. That's why they call one with the oneness without the two. It cannot be two. The light which you are, the eternal light, the eternal spirit, that cannot be separated. That's the real reality. But we have misidentified to uh, the ego. The ego means name and form, and we assume that this is me, the body. So awareness, the pure consciousness, when it is pure consciousness and use the body mind as a vehicle, then it is pure, then it is nothing but blissful, because it uses the body mind as it is, as it is. Very similar, like man invented, for example, the wine. Wine is very good to celebrate the celebration, marriage, this party, that party. You put as where it belongs, okay? Celebration. Then there are people, wine, men drink the wine is good. Then a stage come, they get more attached, more attached. Then wine drink the wine. And third stage come, wine drink the man. Then drinking is good. No, it become a disease. Where does it become the disease? As a doctor, where does it become disease? You don't even know when it creep in, like diabetes. You don't know, you have the habit of that eating sugar, 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 and you start liking it, you're stressful, you start, accommodating and, like that. So, actually, this word, oh, I want a happy life, is not other than the I want a miserable life. Those are just the words. Unhappy, happy, happy. What do you want? The real reality, the silent mind. The silent mind means that confused, not cluttered mind. And imagine that no wealth, no money can give you that stillness, that peace of mind. Where was that point here? Huh?
Red button.
No. Oh, just that, yeah. See, so it is like it is the, like this is given to you, and be careful what you write on it, you know. See, hello? Please don't, don't disturb. Please, I'll call you after 1 hour. Yeah. So some people are say you have this and be careful what you write in it. So this body mind, a vehicle, is a vehicle, you know. Um, it can be used for over and over, either sensual gratification, because senses are not of their own, but because of not awakening, one spend many lifetime over sensual gratification. Means these senses are expression of the awareness. These are fake. These these the same light is divided into senses. You know, five working, five knowledge, ten senses, ten senses. So people get identified to the, you know, tongue or listening or seeing. These are all diversifications. See, people actually, they are only split into the dream state. Dream means fake. Dream means suffering. There is no suffering when you are not dreaming. Do the dogs dream?
Yeah, they do actually.
They do?
Yeah. They bark and they pretend they're running
Oh,
when they're
really?
sleeping. Yeah, so some kind of dream is going on.
So, see, children are more happy. Why they are more happy? Because they have less mind.
Yeah.
Mind is good when it is at its own place. But when mind become a headache, means overgrown, means, but nowadays the genetic body mind imbalance, that even the little young children are over worried. Over worried means their genetic is that there are younger children who do violence, or there are younger children who are into drugs or that. Those are not good, bad. They're just reflecting. Reflecting means what is in their body. They're just the continuity of the karma. See, the whole root cause is the duality. When there is no duality, like they don't have no fight. Here, do they fight with the little finger? Oh, I'm you. Why you are taller? I'm not. Eh? They don't fight. Why don't they fight? And why don't they suffer? Because it is oneness, aligned. Imagine the same consciousness when it is not befooled by the divisions. Oh, you're French, I'm England, I'm Italian, blah, 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 blah. This country is divided, this, blah, 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 blah. And when the ego comes, the whole illusion of the war and all illusion of achievements and all those are dream world. Do you know that the billionaire, they suffer more than their servants? Yeah. Why they suffer more? Because they have bigger ego, they have bigger mind. They can be, it is a bigger bubble. Bigger bubble means they have to worry more. You have 20 houses, you have 20 bubbles. You are more worried than ever. But apparently, other people give you the illusory idea, oh, you are big guy. That's just the word. You are big asshole. If other person says you are bigger asshole, then that would hurt his image. These are the words. Words mean nothing because the real person knows himself, the reality. The reality is what is isness. Isness means that whether he really happy or he is the word happy and inside full of fear. So if it is all a rat race and you are the chief of all the rats, who are you, chief rat? Because the material is the same. Material, what is the material? Material means ego, which is fake. It is the whole thinking is lucid dream. Lucid dream is like made up of water. Suppose you are a statue of water and you are made up of water, by the water, of the water. What does it matter? You are 6 foot or 5 foot or 3. You see? What does it matter? You are lucid. Lucid means changing. All this thing, bigger and smaller, is when it is not fake. See, what does it matter when you change a shadow? Shadow, you make changes. You make changes. What changes? You make change, a lot of changes. So therefore, Reality, you don't need to make changes. It already is perfectly perfect. So enjoy. That's how powerful bliss is. Not a thing you need to do and can do. It is just a bubbly bliss, and all you can do is praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. So is the easiness, and that is always free, always free, cannot be bought and sold. But we get impressed by the writing check or this money will disappear. The intelligence will come, and definitely not more than 10 years, within 5 years, because it's illusory. Any other question?
But you just said something. You said this money will disappear. You mean money in general will disappear?
Yes, see what happened. It came out of the ignorance of the control. The herds need to be controlled because they won't walk away. So this control is illusory. Control of few people in the whole world, there may be 1%, but they themselves realize that the control is stupid. It brings them more fear, nothing but the fear. Because suppose you have 10 million or 10 trillion. When you are dead, who is bigger fool? Who is bigger fool? Who leave 10 million or who leave behind 10 trillion? Because for a dead person, which one is bigger? 10 million or 10? It doesn't matter.
Still zero. But so because it sounded there's a theory going that
Yeah,
they're
because what
looking at our
happens
money.
is people will wake up and realize that this is a utility tool. Control is illusion. Controlling, which is uncontrollable. Suppose you want to control a box of breathing. It will be very stupid thing. You're carrying a box with you. The same way, control over other one is the most stupid thing. But in the old time, they will become, control over this land. Control. This is the actually buying own suffering. The more you give, the more you don't, is the more smarter. So the more people become grow intelligence, whether through science, whether through uh, high tech or whatever, they will realize that the truth cannot be stolen and cannot be robbed because it's not true. So the control is fake, it's illusory. The controller will get controlled. The killer will be killed. But these are fake ideas which are implanted in our mind. Superpower. Superpower is also is another word which is so stupid. Uh, Superpower over whom? So superpower means over someone. The energy. Energy is already the supreme power, not superpower over someone. No, supreme power, the ultimate, which is already is, which is the isness, which already is giving the sunlight without the giving it. So the karma will happen doing the action without doing the action. Automatic action. How? Why, not how? The grass grows by itself. The water gives the nourishment to the banana, to the eggplant, to the potatoes, without saying that I made this. Without saying that, look, I went inside the potato and I made it bigger. Water did it, but without doing the doing, it is like, it is super automatic. Everything is happening. We don't appreciate the breathing, which is going inside the nose, through the nose, is the most powerful. Because in breathing, like here, then all the machinery is gone in 5 minutes, but it's invisibly happening. So that's what is the difference between the pleasure, happiness, and the bliss. Bliss means non-stop, non-stop happening, automatic, natural. Natural means organic. Organic means effortless. Effortless. Effortless is beyond the time, timeless time. Time include in that. It's not two. The same way, body, mind are not two. They are appearance and disappearance, but there is something which is beyond the appearance and disappearance, that the absolute. The other name for that, Sat Chit Anand. Sat means the truth, Chit, aware, Anand. Ananda means the non-stop bliss. It's like self-effulgence. And quantum physics talk about it. Now, super activity, supreme activity is in the state of non-activity. Means automatic happening. The Lord, serving the Lord, by the Lord, of the Lord, and then you can put any name to it. You can put God or whatever, 10 words. The words don't define it. One culture says the beloved, or the Radha, or Krishna, or Krishnas, or whatever, Jehovah, different words. But the real word cannot be spoken, or the mind, or man-made.